out there for the driving. I-70 going east, Utah. About the last 20 miles of Utah. We got 47 miles. Till we get to Grand Junction, Colorado. We are doing 70 miles an hour, basically. And say we need 40 minutes to get there. We have an hour and 13 minutes of drive time available, so it's going to be tight. But we should have no problem. Look, you see the sky up ahead. Fairly clear. You can see a little bit of clouds in the mountains, but otherwise, okay. We have done 611.9 miles so far. So we are doing okay. We left Barstow, California this morning. Got up into Nevada, went through Las Vegas, got into Arizona, went through the went through the Virgin River Gorge, got into Utah, did our 30-minute break in St. George, in Utah on I-15. Went straight up I-15, headed towards Salt Lake City. I-70, we turned eastward. I think that was exit 132, I believe it was. We turned east, and we've been on I-70 since. We passed Green River. Did a pit stop in Richfield. But now we're coming up on the border to Colorado. About 17 miles, 16 miles roughly. I took a few pictures along the way, some of the rock formations and mountains. So I'll try to post those a little bit later on tonight. I am going to be doing the cooking show. It's just going to be later than normal. But I have to get where I have to get to tonight, and that'll leave 318 miles for me to do Monday. Mr. Parks. Good evening to you, sir. So it says 43 miles, about 36 roughly. Grand Junction. We're not going all the way in, on the west side of it. Roy and Becky, how you doing? Well, I went on yesterday, so. Or yesterday, the day before yesterday. Are you guys heading eastbound? You're heading eastbound, stop in El Paso, stop by that Don Carbone's restaurant. You're not going to be actually fantastic. coming in out here at the very top into Colorado. I have basically 18 and a half hours, and since I can't deliver on Sunday anyway, it wouldn't make sense to go there, wait half a day, then deliver and still have no hours. So, and then have to do a reset before I can do my next job. So we're going to be staying in Grand Junction tonight. We're going to be staying here, we're going to stay there all day tomorrow, and Monday morning we're going to leave. We have about 318 miles to go to our delivery. So we'll have full hours for the week. It's about half a day's drive. I should be able to go straight through I-70. Back to Indiana. Yep. Like I said, if you go along I-10 first before you turn north, you know, Anthony, Texas, right on the border with New Mexico, El Paso. If you stop in Anthony at the first exit on I-10 as you come into Texas, go to the north side to the Fly J. There's a Don Carbone's chicken right there. Get some of that. Get some of the beans. You won't be disappointed. I was very happy coming through there the other day, having that. Like I said, we're going to do a little bit of cooking tonight. It's probably going to be about an hour and a half, an hour after I get there. So another 35, 40 minutes to get there. An hour to an hour and a half before I do anything. A, I got to clean up. B, I got to see what I have to cook. And then I got to figure out, you know, what I can actually do to make a meal. And I have no clue what I'm doing. So it's going to be a surprise to you and me. But we've done 620 miles so far today. Now, typically that's a good day for me. I'm never in a rush, so you know, trying to do super high amounts of miles. No, I'm never interested in doing that, so I never really do that. This trip is one of them trips where I need to do a big day today. We got a set of triples here on this truck. More than likely, this truck here, more than likely, is going to be stopping here in Grand Junction. More than likely. He's driving a day cab, so I don't think he's going to be going much further. Big John, how you doing? Oh, lordy, lordy. Okay, so just about half an hour. Another 10 minutes to get into Colorado. Pikachu Park or Pikachu. I always want to say Pikachu because the kids and their little Japanese card thing or whatever the hell it is. Are you going over to pet the animals at the little zoo there, whatever the hell it's called? The emu or the camel or whatever they got there. Went past it on my way into California the other day, so 2 days ago. Like I said, last half an hour of the day, we've done 622 miles, another 35 to go, so not too bad of a day. We rolled along pretty easily. Once I got out of California, and I could put it at 70 miles an hour. You know, a little bit of slowdown for Las Vegas. A little bit of slowdown for the Virgin River Gorge. You know, a little bit of slowdown for some of the mountain passes, you know, up near Richfield. I've been up and down this stretch of road enough times. It really isn't that, nothing's really a big surprise of what's going on. You know, I got podcasts, I got satellite radio, I have YouTube, I have iTunes. I have Audible for books, so even if there's nothing really to see, I still have some kind of mental stimulation and you know, something to keep my mind active so I'm not so bored. We're running pretty good. We got a Hitachi 470 counterweight, which the counterweight 50 millimeter. A box parts. So you're really pulling about 200, about 23,000 pounds of load. So nothing too hard, nothing too difficult for the truck. And we can't start out in 7th. That's a little bit too much. Starting out in 5th from a stop, if I'm on an upward incline, I'll bring it down into 4th to start out. But for the most part, it's easy running. And I do have to watch my speed going downhill. I have to downshift to go uphill a little bit, but other than that, it is running just fine. Have you heard that little tweeting? That's my computer telling me I only have 1 hour and 1 minute to drive. And if I go beyond that, I violate the hours of service, and I can be fined, put out of service, blah, 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 you know, pain in the neck government stuff. Get around this guy nice and easy. We lost about 2 miles an hour going up the hill. Trying to remember, see, my knowledge of Civil War battlefields is really confined to Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. You know, where I'm originally from Baltimore. Out here in the West, I do not really know a lot of the battles out here, what few there were. But that is always interesting.
Steep downgrade ahead.
Yeah. But, you know, like I said, I got some good pictures taken today. You know, the Virgin River Gorge and a few other places with the mountains and whatnot. Still some snow on top of the mountain, so.
Curve warning ahead.
But he's got his wife and he's got a daughter in there, so it'd be a lot safer if I'm in front of him. Because I guarantee I weigh about 5 times what he weighs. Close to it.
State border ahead.
State border ahead. We're going to be entering Colorado. Okay. $301,000 miles on the truck. 2018 Peterbilt. It has 301,000 miles on it now. I've put almost half of those miles on this truck. Almost. I'll have to look back at my logbooks for when I first got in the truck. You know, August the 8th. Yeah, August the 8th or 9th. Well, I think it was August the 9th, 2019, I got in this truck. I'm pretty sure, I think I've done 160,000 in the truck. I have to look back at the, look at my logbook, see what the first miles were on the truck when I got in. So, across the border here, you see the sign up here with somebody pulled over to take a picture.
Speed limit reduced ahead.
And if they were just in their car, that was a little bit further off, I'd stay over the right-hand lane, but got the dog out, you never know what the dog's gonna do. So,
Crossing border.
I'd
Entering
rather be away from
Colorado.
them. So 8:05 p.m. I'm sorry, 18:05, 6 o'clock. Getting into Colorado. So basically 25 miles to my exit here in Grand Junction, Colorado. If I lose signal before I get to the truck stop, but we'll figure something out. I do not have a lot of ingredients in the truck right now, so it's going to be something simple. We have to be probably a little bit more creative than we normally intend to be. But tomorrow, I will have time to get some more ingredients from a local grocery. So I should be able to be a little more creative tomorrow night. definitely looks better, you know, in person with the naked eye than it does with the camera, but doesn't the earth look fat? They say the camera adds 10 pounds, so Colorado's looking a little bit chubby. Chain law until May. So that means at Rifle, at the town of Rifle, I have to go around the chain law area. So I was gonna look that up, but the sign just told me, so I got a little bit more to drive Monday than I want. So I'm not going past Vale. I'm not going past Glenwood Springs. I'm not going past Aspen because chain laws are until May. Yeah, we're not even in April yet, so I got to go up the back road up into Wyoming to I-80 out to Cheyenne and back down, or I got to find my way to the south. I'll have to see what road I can take. I prefer to go south because if I remember Colorado Springs is south, so we'll see what direction I can, you know, what back roads I can take south, which may or may not shorten my trip. It'll definitely take longer because I'll be going at slower speed. It is what it is. We'll just have to do some research on that to see what the what roads are truck acceptable. Because we do not want to get onto a road we're not supposed to be on. Unfortunately, I-70 requires chains after Rifle going east towards Denver. I do not carry chains. So that's part of the adventure of what I do and how I do it at this company. Now, all I had to do was carry chains. We don't even carry chains. Not whether I'm going to put them on or not, but it is what it is. So, looks like I picked up a few bugs here. Try to get that a little bit cleaner up there. Not better, not much better, but yeah. Yep, so we are not too far away. Let's see, less than 20 miles now. So temperature is around 60 degrees, not too bad. My manager is looking for a load back to Atlanta for me. Not today, of course, but come Monday. But we're not going to deliver till early afternoon on Monday.
Steep downgrade ahead.
Steep downgrade ahead. So we got to watch our speed. Got to use our engine brake. We are not using the brakes on the truck. We're going to let the engine and transmission keep our speed under control. We have no reason to touch our brakes. When you're driving a truck, you're touching your brakes, and you're not stopping, you're doing something wrong. If I'm touching my brakes, I didn't do my job as a truck driver, setting myself up properly for going downhill. Speed limit is 75. My cruise control went down to 66. Engine brakes at the maximum, holding me at 71 miles an hour. Bottom of the hill, now we can put it back up to 70. And then head up the other side. Yeah. Get away from this car on the side here. 2 people outside the car, so we want to be as far away from them as possible. Ran out of fuel. Putting another gallon in the tank just to get them up to the up here to Mac. Not fun. Alright. But not too bad a view at this time of year at least. I mean, I like it to be a little bit greener, but it's been a pretty clear, cloudless day. I mean, of course, near the mountains, you're always going to have a little bit more just because the air gets turned up, it's rising, it's falling, it's expanding, it's contracting, it's cooling, it's heating, all at the same time.
Way station ahead.
Way station ahead. So I'm not going to worry about passing this little Sprinter van here. Colorado Way Station. I-70 eastbound. That's throwing a stone at me. So we will see if it's open or closed. It's been a pretty good day. I mean, I wish it was a little bit warmer, but not too bad. Not too bad at all. Now, I have never stopped at this way station up here ever before, and I've been down this road more than a dozen times, but I've never actually been into this way station. Cool and gray, cool and gray. I don't see any trucks going through the way station. See if this guy pulls in up here. He may have a bypass, but I don't have such luck. That guy didn't go in. And it looks like that guy's not going in. They may have got a bypass, but yeah, he didn't go in. There's a couple of trucks in there, but I don't see them moving. This guy looks like he's going in. And it looks like it says open to me, so we're gonna... Mile marker 14. 6:17 p.m.
Way station ahead.
I'm at the way station. What are you talking about? Yeah. I guess to bring their papers in. We may have to bring our papers in too. Who knows? We only got 11 miles to our stop on the scale. On scale. Am I on the scale? Maybe not. Let me pull forward a little bit more. There we go. We weren't actually on the scale. Next axle. They couldn't see the scale, so. Now do our front axle of our trailer. Next axle. Thank you. We can go. Our weights are legal. We are good. That ate a little bit of time, but while they were making sure I weighed correctly, they were also looking at my load, making sure it was properly secured. I was about the road of how to secure a load. They were looking at my license plate, my company ID. I was making sure I was wearing a seatbelt. They were looking at the condition of what they could see of my cab.
I-70 East.
You know, they were checking all that stuff out. All right. So those three trucks that were sitting there, the one that was in front of me, there was something wrong. They want to look at them. So they're asking to bring in papers and whatnot. That's why you got to make sure that all your ducks are in a row. So 11 miles.
Enter highway onto I-70 East.
And we will be where we need to be. We have 39 minutes left of time we can drive, which is about, we have 11 minutes to get where we need to go. So we are good. Right up next to the river. I do not know what river this is. I have no idea what river this is. Fruta. town of Fruita, or Fruita, however they pronounce it. Then right beyond that, basically up around the hills here, is going to be Grand Junction. We're stopping at the Pilot Flying J. We already have a spot reserved for our ability to park, because here it is 6:30 at night. I'm not taking a chance of not having a place to park after I drive 650 odd miles. I'm just not taking a chance. But a good long day's drive. Very light on the traffic, which is always appreciated. Not a whole lot of construction. Definitely appreciated. Not a lot of people acting like they own the road, which is even mostly greatly appreciated. The weather was good. The road was fairly good. I definitely can use a shower. And I can use a good meal. The good meal part, I can take care of myself. I'm just going to basically do my inspection, get the truck settled down, do my little bit of logbook writing in, go get a quick shower, get cleaned up. Then I can settle down, make some, relax about an hour or two. Well, I really don't have to go, I don't have to do anything, because I'm not going anywhere tomorrow. I'm staying right here in Grand Junction until Monday morning. Pardon me. Excuse me. I need to be off duty for 34 hours, and then my clock will reset it with a full week's worth of work. So let's just use 7 p.m. as the benchmark. 7 p.m. tonight until 7 p.m. tomorrow is 24. And then that means I need another 10 hours after that, which is basically 5 a.m. Monday morning, when I can actually start my clock again. So it'll be still roughly 20 miles direction on I-7. So, say 370 miles to go. So if I get up at 5, roughly, let's figure, drive, new clock to by, then I can pick where you what a day, what a day. 3 points, my turn. The first I got a John Deere grader that I put on the truck and took out to Bakersfield, California. Oh, lordy, 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 lord. All right, we can go around the curve here a little bit. I'll bend around. You should be able to see the truck stop sign in a moment.
In 2 miles, take exit 26 on the right, onto Dinosaur Diamond Prehistoric Highway toward S6.
Dinosaur Diamond Prehistoric Highway. Tomorrow is nice and warm without too much wind. I'll be able to get outside, get my exercise gear out there, do my yoga, do my resistance bands, do my calisthenics, enjoy a little bit of exercise.
Take the first exit on the right, onto Dinosaur Diamond Prehistoric
And there's the
Highway.
whistle telling me 31 minutes is all I have left to drive. You got the pilot, you got the Loves right there. And the TA is on the other side, if I remember right.
Take the first exit on the right, onto Dinosaur Diamond Prehistoric Highway. Speed limit reduced
Yeah,
ahead.
TA is over here on my right-hand side.
Turn left onto Dinosaur Diamond Prehistoric Highway toward S6.
I'm trying. And intersections. So we do not need to stop. We just need to merge. And then we'll cross over on the other side of the bridge, which doesn't make any sense to me. Why they think that's more efficient, I don't know, but alright, there's the Loves on the left. I mean on the right. Don't even know right from left anymore. Pilot on the left-hand side here. Sun right in the eyes. Outstanding. And the truck stop is pretty much full up, so that's why we reserve our spot. So we will nestle ourselves into a parking spot. And we will call it a week, not just a night. All right, bring this down into fifth gear here. Turn our compression brake off. We don't need that while we're trying to shift upwards. Sixth gear into seventh. Into 8, into 9th, just about 15 miles an hour now. Bring that back down to 8th. Just coming in the parking lot, we don't want to hit anybody. We're gonna put our flashes on, let everybody know we're about to park. And we got right up here in the front is where the is where the reserved parking is. So we can't find ourselves a spot to back into. Right next to this orange truck, do we have a truck in there? That one's empty. Looks like we have an empty spot up here next to this Western Star. Maybe. We have a parking spot next to the Western Star. And next to this purple truck, he's backed in. We have an open spot there as well. So we're gonna go set ourselves up for an easy parking through the pumps here. Turn. It's always easier for a truck to back in with the driver's side towards where he needs to go. This guy here is backing in on the blind side. Keep bringing her back there, Denny. Go ahead and bring her back, Denny. You're under her. All right, we are where we need to be.
Yes.
We're just waiting for this guy to get himself parked. This guy's greasing his fifth wheel, doing it the hard way, but as long as it gets done, that's all that matters. So we're going to keep our speed slow here. He should be able to go. There you go, Denny, straight back. So there's a couple open parking spots, but we've already paid for ours because it is kind of full. Let somebody else have a free parking spot. I just don't take the chance. I'm going to go next to that Western Star. Lord, man, that sun is bright. No, we'll go next to that Lone Star, I think. Yeah, we'll go next to that Lone Star because that'll give somebody else a little bit easier time to park. So we're gonna do a sharp turn here. There we go. We're gonna do the more difficult part to allow someone else to have an easier parking job. All right. Come on. There we go. Here, get ourselves properly aligned, make it as easy as possible. There we go. Gotta watch this truck in the front. Gotta watch our mirrors going back. Now remember, we're 75 foot long and we gotta pivot in the middle. You got to take your time. You got to watch what you're doing. okay like that. Managed not to hit anybody or break anything. There. That makes everybody a winner. And a gentle bump on the curb. All right, let's see here. 657.8 miles today. 301,082. Grand Junction, Colorado. It is now 6:39. I-70, exit 26. Status, post-trip inspection. There we go. Turn that off, turn that off. Take a quick look at our parking job. Excuse me. All right. So, see, we're in a reserved spot. It says reserved under there. Didn't hit that truck. Didn't hit that truck, fairly straight. And fairly straight on this side as well. So here's our counterweight. Back behind that is a some catwalk and a box of parts. 21,700 pounds for that counterweight. So not too bad, not too bad. So, it's back up there. A fairly good day. Like I said, I'm gonna go grab a shower real quick. And then we will get ourselves settled down. Try to make some dinner. So we'll be getting on the live stream here in just a little over an hour. I know it's later than usual, but that's the day. So until then, from Grand Junction, Colorado, thank you for joining me. We will see you tonight and tomorrow for some cooking. And then Monday is the start of a brand new week. So God bless. Have a good night. We will talk to you all later.